All right, what is up, everybody? Welcome to my fourth mock draft of the year. I'm just doing a one-rounder this time. He's been getting good views, so why fix it if it ain't broke? I'm doing trades, though, in this video. And I want to do a few more trades than I usually do because I don't want you guys to watch the same exact video over and over. So, hold on, let's pause this shit. All right, pick one, Jacksonville. I took a tackle last time, and I liked the idea of taking a tackle. I'm going to go the best player available in Aiden Hutchinson. Personally, I think Kayvon Thibodeau would make a little more sense. We're going to go Hutchinson here. Next up, Detroit. Yeah, 1A, 1B. Even though I think Hutchinson is a better fit for the Lions, I'm going to go for realism here. Next up, we have a trade. The Carolina Panthers have traded with the Houston Texans. Panthers, who are really fucked up at picks, are going to trade a future second-round pick as well as a fifth-round pick to move up to pick 3. You also may be saying, well, the Jets gave up a lot more in 2018. This draft isn't as well. The Panthers moved up because they see the Jets and Giants both potential threats for Evan Neal, the tackle out of Alabama. Next up, the New York Jets, who are livid because of this, have to go with their second best option, Ikem Ekwonu. Giants next up, they don't get their offensive lineman. Why not take George Karlaftis and be safe? Pick 6, the Houston Texans are on the clock. And let's get crazy here. I see them taking a quarterback. It sounds crazy. Houston needs to sell tickets. To sell tickets in this environment, Davis Mills can't be your quarterback. I like Davis Mills. This is the mock draft. Not saying it's going to happen, but in this world, they're going to take Matt Corral, who is my quarterback 3. But if Houston wants to sell tickets, Corral is going to be your guy. Hopefully, he doesn't end up like David Carr. Jets are on the clock again, and, they're chilling. With what's going on, Marcus May possibly in free agency, Kyle Hamilton makes a lot of sense. Ike Ekwonu and Kyle Hamilton, that's a dub. Pick number 8, the New York Football Giants are on the clock, and they are going to make a trade again. After Philadelphia screwed them over of getting Devontae Smith, they want to say, well, I want to screw over another division rival in the Washington Football Team from getting the quarterback they want. And the team that's going to move up is the Pittsburgh Steelers. It's going to be a lot. But Pittsburgh knows Ben's out the door. I am not predicting a Teddy Bridgewater, Aaron Rodgers trade at this moment. The Pittsburgh Steelers only have to give up 2 2s and a 4 because this draft isn't really, picks aren't worth as much. The Pittsburgh Steelers move up. They're taking the Pitt man, Kenny Pickett. Pick 9, Washington is livid because essentially, really even though I think Carson Strong is the best quarterback in this class, not all GMs think that. So they're kind of at the point where we're like, well, fuck. We're kind of screwed over here. So you got to go best player available at a position of need. Personally, looking at the Washington Football Team, I think corner could be a useful position, and I think Derek Stingley makes some sense. Even though knowing Ron Rivera's culture, Andrew Booth I would have picked, we'll go Stingley this time. Pick 10, the Atlanta Falcons are on the clock. And, I think it's going to be our first receiver off the board, and we're going to go Chris Olave. Denver on the clock here. They're going to take Charles Cross. They're going to build around Teddy, even though it's a stupid idea. I will go Carson Strong, but that's what they're going to do. Vikings happy because they can get Andrew Booth. Pick 13. The Cleveland Browns are on the clock. and they get a call from the Baltimore Ravens. They hang up that call immediately because they're not going to trade within division. But the Chargers call them. And they are trading this pick back with the LA Chargers. Chargers going to give up a 3 and a 6 to move up 7 spots. Because the Chargers' defensive tackles are getting a lot older. And to get a guy here like the Marvin Leal, who could play outside or inside, is a perfect fit. Philadelphia next up. You know Howie Roseman loves his edge rushers, but he loves offensive line more. With Jason Kelce possibly retiring and the emergence of Landon Dickerson playing really well at left guard, he's going to take Tyler Linderbaum, who I think is going to be a Hall of Fame center. I am not mad at this pick. If I'm Philly, I'm happy. If they would take Kenny and Green, Darian Kennard, I'm going to be pissed. But I get it. Jason Kelce is retiring. Linderbaum is not right now as close to what I see Jason Kelce is. He's a little undersized. If Kelce and Jeff Stoutland mentor Tyler Linderbaum, you probably have 3 All-Pro offensive linemen in 3 years, and Jordan Mailata, Landon Dickerson, probably 4 if Lane Johnson stays around. And then Isaac Seumalo will be kicked to right guard. Pick 15, the Saints. I've been saying Malik Willis for a while, and I'm going to keep on with that projection. Sean Payton regrets not taking Marcus Davenport over Lamar Jackson in 2018. Speaking of Lamar Jackson, the Baltimore Ravens are on the clock, and I think Jordan Davis is a perfect fit. 17, the Giants. You guys traded down. I want to take a receiver, and I hate to say this, I can't take a receiver when you have a guy like Nakobe Dean who is available. Pick 18, Raiders. With John Gruden not here, I can't go with the stigma of, Raiders are going to take a weird-ass player at this spot. I can't do that, but they're going to go for a receiver, but they're going to go from Ohio State this time with Garrett Wilson. Hopefully, he does not end up like the other cornerback or another first-round pick from Ohio State in Damon Arnett. Pick 19, Philadelphia. I want to take David Ojabo here. If I am the GM, I'm going David Ojabo, but I think they're going to go Jermaine Johnson, a guy who's a little more polished at the moment. Pick number 20, the Cleveland Browns, who traded back. You get David Ojabo. That's a dub for you guys. Pick 21, Philadelphia. I would like the idea of going on defensive back in Sauce Gardner, McDuffie, Elam McCreary, or Kendrick. And I think I'm going to not do that. I'm going to go Devin Lloyd. Pick 22, Miami. Let's bring in a receiver. Let's go Drake London. Let's get a big physical guy on the outside. And the New England Patriots are going to go Jameson Williams. The Arizona Cardinals, I think they spent a little bit too much time in the draft on defense. And I know Arizona is weird on drafting offensive linemen. And I don't understand how IOL is not a fit. I'm not going to go interior offensive line, but I think they do need an offensive lineman. I want to go offense, but I can't. It just doesn't make sense when you need a corner this bad. I'm going to give you Sauce Gardner. Pick 25, the Buffalo Bills are on the clock. And one sec, I hear a phone ringing real quick. Hey, yep, okay. All right. Thank you. Okay. I like that. Bye. Okay. We have a trade, everyone. The New York Giants are trading up with the Buffalo Bills. And they are going to give up a 4 and a 6. Because the one thing the Giants did not draft in the first round, and I was making sure because sometimes I know I forget, is an offensive lineman. And they are going to move up to select Kenyon Green out of Texas A&M. Fuck you, Giants fans, because this is an amazing haul of Carl Loftus, Nakobe Dean, and Kenyon Green. Bengals on the clock at 26. I fuck the Bengals over every year in these mocks. Or every mock draft I realize because your offensive linemen are not as good, so you have to deal with Trevor Penning. Next up, the Dallas Cowboys are on the clock. Jerry Jones likes BPA. Let's give you Roger McCreary. Pick 28, the Buccaneers are on the clock. And with what's going on with AB and Chris Godwin, let's be safe and get you a fast receiver in Jahan Dotson. Next up, the Chiefs are on the clock here. I usually go receiver, and Treylon Burks fits a whole lot. But I'm going to give you Kaiir Elam. I think corner or receiver could be a good position. Next up, Lions fans. Treylon Burks is here. Can I pass it up? No, we're going Treylon Burks. Next up is the Tennessee Titans. And, knowing the Tennessee Titans, they are a team who I realistically think could go with numerous positions. One sec, why this fucking phone calling me so much? Hello? Uh-huh. Okay. It's not bad. Okay. All right. Oh, no, you have a good day. You have a good day too, man. All right, bye. We have another trade. The Denver Broncos are moving up with the Tennessee Titans. They're giving up a 4 and a 7 to move up 11 spots. I said earlier, Teddy Bridgewater would be your guy. I lied. I didn't lie, but the board fell this way. You were getting Carson Strong at pick 31. Final pick, the Green Bay Packers. Green Bay is a team where first of all, they're not going to get any calls. I don't see a team I think could trade up, so don't worry about that. Green Bay is a team that could use a lot of things. They're a good team, but Bernard Rainman, though, I think makes a lot of sense. So this has been a good draft, everyone. Round one round mock draft only. Appreciate everyone.